terms of karma and spirits and whatever, it's hard to imagine something in the sky or whatever. It just makes things right. But the way I see it, I mean, if you're a bad person, you're not going to get a good woman, and if you do, she's going to leave you. So if you rip people off in crypto, you're going to have, whether you know it or not, you're going to know you're a shitty person. You're going to have that guilt, and you might be tossing and turning one night, or you might just not think you deserve good things in the world, so you might not have that confidence to achieve stuff. But more importantly, a good woman is going to see right through a lying piece of shit. So if you're a scammer on crypto, it's not like you're just going to leave crypto and become a good human. You're going to be a dickhead. And because you're a dickhead, you're going to get your ass kicked one day. You're going to be that loud guy with the watch that someone sees that watch, and that guy's going to follow you home, and that guy's going to get you, because only the people who are like kind of sick and whatever are those, like, it goes hand in hand. Those bad guys that steal money, those are the guys that always show off the pictures to their like pretty low income followers, and they're showing them like their cars and their this and telling them it's possible. It's like, well, your followers aren't in the same position as you. They don't get inside plays. They don't get airdrops. You're not an expert trader at all. So just shut your fucking mouth. Like, the only trades that you do that are well are based on insider information, and you choose to give that that potential to yourself only instead of your followers. You got to make sure you load up your bags first. So yeah, I mean, that's how I think karma gets to them. Whether it's a real force of nature out there or not, I think it lives within your brain and your body and your vibe. And people, they can sense it. They're like, this guy's kind of a piece of shit, and that guy's gonna get fired, and that guy's wife is gonna cheat on him, and he's gonna blame his wife, and he's gonna blame his boss. But you know what? It's his own fault. And then he's gonna be angry. And he's gonna be nasty. He's gonna live a shit life for the rest of his life. So by being a shitty person, it goes a long, long way. I don't care how much money you have, whatever, you're going to end up lonely. You're going to end up pissed off and blaming other people, but it's your own fucking fault. Like, I'm not perfect by any means. I'm not like some fucking angel. I'm not 100% good. I've said some terrible things to people.
Mentioned something earlier, and I thought it's worth expanding. Sometimes it's very, very easy to really get to know some of these folks just from their mannerisms on the spaces. Sometimes it's so bleedingly obvious. They could be the best spoken person, the most soft spoken, but their manners and the way they treat other people is just atrocious. And that's usually a test of how they are in many other things, especially in this financial space. I just thought it's worth pointing that out, because there's an awful lot of folks with a huge following, tons of clout, but they're just vile, disgusting creatures on this space. And if you can spot that, or if you can spot inconsistencies from what they say and what they actually do, usually it's a big red flag. And I think you pick on that instinctively just very often when you're speaking to these folks.
If Elon Musk took me out to dinner for a business opportunity, and I might make, $10 million. This is stupid as I think about it now, but I wouldn't be able to help it. I know myself. And I had the potential to make $10 million with this business, and I'm meeting Elon, and we get a waiter, and they're pleasant and they're nice, and he tips them like anything under $5,000. I'm gonna fucking chirp his ass. And if it gets further, I'm gonna knock him out, because, like, why the fuck do you have all that money? What are you doing? How much can you possibly buy? Like, you need 6 yachts? Oh my, like, if you offered me a yacht right now and I wasn't able to sell it and I had to own it and use it, or even a Bugatti, or give like $100 to like 1,000 people who really deserve and need it, I'm not even thinking twice. It's like, I don't need that shit. I mean, how the fuck can you have that much money and have done like nothing good for the world yet? I mean, oh, but he gave to charity for a fucking tax write-off this year, or blah blah blah, or like he deserves to have 17 houses while people don't even have fucking water. I mean, I think people are sick in the fucking head if they don't want to help people, or they don't feel any sort of joy from doing it. I mean, dude, you have $1 billion. You could fucking go to hospitals in America and pay off people's bills that can't afford to save their own fucking lives. And, you're going to change that person's life, their whole family's life. They're all going to be grateful people, and they're going to spread it around. And instead, you just want to fucking show off and have all these toys, and it means literally nothing. The only thing that matters is if you're like happy and whatever, and you can convince me you're happy because you have a fucking nice yacht or whatever, but I can guarantee you I feel better about myself than you, and I'm stuck with myself for the rest of my life, and so are they. So when that girl that's there for just their money's gone and they don't care about their yacht anymore, they're just stuck with their lonely, depressed, fucking crooked little selves. And maybe I'm being too hard on them, but I mean, fuck it. Like, wake the fuck up and realize what impact you could have in the world, and don't fucking wait for me to do it for you and then start following my ass, you fucking losers. So that's a shout out, Elon, if you're listening. I don't give a fuck about Mars.
I wish I would have
I
been
don't give
your
a fuck about your next rocket car. Why don't you fucking do something good for the world instead of proving to everyone you're a fucking genius and you want to fucking take humanity to a place we don't even understand yet? Like, yeah, let's send them to Mars and let them die so they can set it up there. Fuck you, bro. Why don't you make Earth better first? Jesus. Freedom of speech, my ass.